Dateline hidden camera investigation found it's happening today right here in America. Here's John Larson.
He's pulling you over?
Yeah, pull me over. You are watching an actual traffic stop along Interstate 10 in Louisiana.
How you doing, sir?
How you doing?
Step back here for me, please.
But what this officer doesn't realize is that the car is rigged with Dateline's hidden cameras, and so is the driver.
You getting tired?
No. Still okay.
Well,
Why did he pull us over? Listen carefully, because this deputy is about to tell a lie.
the first reason why I'm stopping you, sir, is because you slowed down real fast in traffic right there. I don't know if you're just getting tired or what.
Wait a minute. We didn't slow down real fast. Our cruise control was set below the speed limit. And 5 hidden cameras show we were not breaking any traffic laws. But as we passed through Louisiana, police stopped us anyway, just like all these people say happened to them.
How many of you felt the police were lying to you about why they pulled you over? How many of you think something is going drastically wrong in Louisiana?
Louisiana, one of the nation's favorite tourist destinations. And Interstate 10 cuts through the heart of it. And for the most part, it looks like any other interstate. But look closely. Up and down I-10, our cameras recorded out-of-state motorists pulled off to the side of the road and detained, while police searched them and their cars.
I felt like I was being attacked by the Gestapo.
He was an angry bully.
I was terrorized. I was so frightened that I cried all the way out of the state of Louisiana.
What's going on here? Police say Louisiana's Interstate 10 is a major drug route between Texas and Florida. And what's going on here began as what many thought was a good idea to help win the drug war. Police across the country were given a new weapon, tough new laws designed to hit the drug dealers where it hurt most, in the wallet. It's called asset forfeiture, where police seize the assets of the drug dealers, the fancy cars, the cash. But a 5-month Dateline investigation here in Louisiana found that it may not just be the drug dealers who have something to fear, but innocent, law-abiding Americans. Dateline found hundreds of cases which raised disturbing questions. Are police lying to, bullying, harassing innocent people, even taking their money and property under the cover of law? And what are police doing with the millions of dollars they seize here? The answers will likely surprise you.
They stole my car. It was highway robbery. It was stealing.
Cheryl Sanders was on her way to California to visit her mother for Christmas when police stopped her on Interstate 10, claiming she was speeding and had failed to use her turn signal, what they called improper lane usage. But instead of giving her a traffic ticket, police from the town of Sulphur, Louisiana, took her to jail and made her disrobe.
I'm standing there naked, and she goes through my clothes and checks them all.
Police accused her of being a drug trafficker and ordered her strip searched.
And for what? Exactly for what? For something, because they wanted my car.
Her car was a white Lincoln Town car, all Sanders says she had left from her recent divorce. But citing Louisiana's tough drug forfeiture law, police seized it. The only odd thing is, there were no drugs on Cheryl, no drugs in the car.
And they said, well, you're free to go now, but we're keeping your car and find your own way home from Louisiana.
I never believed that we would get to this point.
Tom Lorenzi is a lawyer who defends many of the people the police pull over.
People have this belief that before the state can do something to you, it has to prove that you committed a crime. But under the forfeiture law, that's not the case.
It's innocent until proven guilty.
No, it's guilty until proven innocent. What happens now is, without ever having to prove anything, they can take it. Now it's up to you to come get it.
They don't have to prove anything.
They don't have to prove anything. They have to prove what they call probable cause. Well, probable cause is precious little, trust me.
In Cheryl's case, probable cause was what police claimed was a false bottom in the trunk of her car, a small 2.5-inch space that police say could have been used to conceal narcotics.
I've never been in trouble in my life.
There were no narcotics inside, not even a trace. Cheryl had purchased the car used and says she never saw the compartment. Yet police accused her of a crime, conspiracy to possess over a pound of cocaine. In a court hearing a month later, police admitted they had no evidence.
Did you find any drugs in this lady's possession?
No, sir.
And you also determined that she'd never been arrested for a drug crime?
Right.
You have no information whatsoever to lead you to believe that this lady has ever had anything to do with drugs?
That's correct.
They got their own rules, their own laws, and this is the South.
This Louisiana law enforcement officer, afraid of reprisals, would speak only in silhouette. He says Louisiana's drug forfeiture law is turning cops into bounty hunters.
I mean, they just talk about what they would like to seize. It's like you get points. You seize a Mercedes, and you did good. You seize a Ford Pinto, you done too good.
Dateline found hundreds of cases, like these 17 people who say they were not breaking any traffic laws. Yet police pulled them over, searched them, even tore their cars apart.
How many of you had drugs in your car? How many of you are drug dealers? Were arrested for drugs, had a criminal record? Nobody.
You know, there's got to be a lot of people that think that we're 15 radicals up here, you know, that deserve to get pulled over. We did something to do that. But, you know, really, get on I-10, try it. You'll see. I mean, it'll happen.
Not a bad idea. That's exactly what Dateline did. We rented a Lincoln, just like Cheryl Sanders' car, with Florida license plates. And we rigged it with several hidden cameras. Then we drove off down Interstate 10 in Louisiana. It's a busy highway, very busy. Federal highway data shows more than 30,000 cars a day pass through this part of rural Louisiana. So what are the chances of our one Florida rental car getting pulled over?
Speed is set at 63 miles per hour on the cruise control.
We set our cruise control just under the 65-mile-an-hour speed limit, and we were driving carefully, very carefully. But on our very first day out, as our hidden cameras were rolling, we pass a local sheriff's deputy parked in the median. Suddenly, he pulls out.
Here comes the sheriff.
The deputy, in the white car on the left, makes his way through traffic and starts following us. But what he doesn't know is that we're following him with a second car and a second camera crew.
Well, I'm going 64 miles an hour, and he is right on my tail right now.
On our tail, beside us, mile after mile. We are not speeding, we are not swerving or weaving, not even changing lanes. Sound like a familiar story?
I was not speeding.
I don't believe I did anything wrong.
I wasn't speeding at all.
I don't think I was speeding.
He said I was speeding.
I wasn't changing lanes. I wasn't speeding.
Plenty of cars with Louisiana license plates are speeding right past us, but the deputy doesn't seem interested. After 13 miles of careful, normal, safe driving, the deputy apparently can't wait any longer.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
He motions for the driver, a Dateline producer, to come to the back of the car.
Good, what's the problem?
You wide awake or what?
Totally.
See your license?
It's illegal for police to pull you over for no reason whatsoever. So why is he pulling us over?
Speeding up, slowing down, you're going from line to line.
I haven't crossed the line at all. I've had my cruise control on.
Say you wouldn't cross the line. You're going from line to line, speeding up, slowing down, slowing down.
Wait a minute. We had 5 hidden cameras rolling the entire time. Cameras that show we were not speeding up and slowing down, not weaving. You are watching an illegal traffic stop by a police officer who is lying.
Where you coming from?
We were in Lake Charles.
He asks our producer questions. Then he goes and talks to the passenger, a Dateline cameraman.
How you doing?
Good, how you?
I see the rental contract.
He lets us go with a warning. But if we didn't have our hidden cameras, you wouldn't know it had ever happened. We thought that might be the end of it. But the very next day, on the same stretch of highway,
Cruise control is now set at 64 miles per hour.
It happens again.
He's pulling you over?
Yeah, he's pulling me over.
This time, our Dateline cameraman is driving.
The first reason why I'm stopping you, sir, is because you slowed down real fast in traffic right there. I don't know if you're just getting tired or what.
I had my cruise control set. You know,
You had it set.
at 64, yeah.
And something else. Not only did police illegally stop us for no reason whatsoever, But the deputy then looked in our cameraman's wallet, asking how much money he had. And he asks our producer the same thing.
Stop impeding traffic.
Okay.
Drive 65, get the hell out of here.
After 10 minutes of interrogation, he lets us go. The law is clear. Police must never stop you without a reason. It's against the law. But we got off easy compared to what happened to Karen Bryant.
I was on the road coming back from a church convention in Pensacola, Florida.
Alone on this deserted stretch of Interstate 10, Karen Bryant was about to be pulled over by a Louisiana deputy on drug patrol. A traffic stop that would change her life forever.
I literally thought that I had stepped off into the twilight zone.
We asked the two officers who stopped our crew on Interstate 10 for a comment. One declined our request for an interview. The other has taken a higher-paying job outside the Sheriff's Department and was unavailable for comment. How much power do these sheriffs have? When we come back, one woman's terrifying ordeal, and Dateline confronts a Louisiana sheriff.